Good Tuesday morning to you. It is May 29th. I'm Susan Hendricks, and today for Robin Meade. Great to see you. Here are some of the stories we are following for you. Left of Tropical Depression Beryl this morning, but that doesn't mean it's over. And the storm could not stop one couple, though, from exchanging their wedding vows. PJ Javahari is in for Bob this morning again. He will have the full forecast for some of those affected areas. That's coming up in a few. But first, breaking news, another earthquake hit northern Italy. You know, today Mitt Romney could finally get the delegates he needs to clinch the GOP nomination. It all comes down to the Texas prime. Debris may have fallen off a plane and pelted some cars. How about this? The original crypt where Elvis was first laid to rest is now up for sale. You may have noticed boarding a plane has become a mad scramble for space in the overhead bins. Now some airlines feel your pain. They're creating more space for your carry-on, especially with the fees, right? Jennifer Westover. For the first time ever, a 6-year-old is competing at the National Spelling Bee. Okay, and she's homeschooled. Whoever is teaching that 6-year-old needs an award. I think so.
I think so, too,
PJ Javahari is in again for Bob Van Dillen. And you're keeping an eye on Beryl. It's now a tropical depression,
That's
is that right?
That's right. The winds have weakened pretty significantly.
You know, the effects of Japan's nuclear disaster are creeping closer to U.S. shores. Radiation family reacted to seeing Sergeant Sims there. In Japan, some tuna exposed to radiation have been showing up off the coast of California. Finally, there is good news if you've been waiting to sell your house. This could be the best time in several years to do it. Jennifer Westover. Senator John McCain got heckled and the crowd. The fire tearing across Michigan's Upper Peninsula is not slowing down anytime soon, it appears. Says pop star Justin Bieber roughed him up. He tells authorities they got into a scuffle when he was snapping pictures of Justin Bieber at a mall. But apparently Justin Bieber and his girlfriend, actress Selena Gomez, left before the cops showed up. Authorities now say they do want to hear Justin Bieber's side of the story and to talk to any witnesses. No public comment from the Biebs, but he tweeted that he is now focusing on his music.
You know how hard it is to get beat up by Justin Bieber?
Senator John McCain had a one-word response for a heckler who interrupted his Memorial Day speech in San Diego. Here it is. LaToya. You know, a family is okay after their small plane crashed into the side of... Interesting question here. How much would you pay for toilet paper? HLN money expert Clark Howard says you'll be surprised to find out which brand is tops in terms of price and comfort. All right, there's a lot of rain out there. We know that. PJ Javahari is here with... Those are some of the headlines we're following for you this morning, this Tuesday morning. Great to see you. I'm Susan Hendricks, in today for Robin Meade. Back to that plane crash. A family was stranded for 15 hours in the mountains after surviving one. It happened during a snowstorm. The father's... Today, a musician, an author, and a former astronaut will all get the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. There is a frantic manhunt going on for 2 murder suspects who sawed their way out. Authorities admit they don't know how the men got the hacksaw to get out. Police in Louisiana are looking for a missing college student, and they're focusing on new surveillance video and the young woman's bike. Happening today, the jury in the John Edwards trial is getting back to work, maybe to decide on a verdict today. Renovators uncovered what could be the oldest neon light in the world.
All these old things seem to last and do a good job. Cars, homes.
Maybe that's the key, the neon lights. We need that for everyday light bulbs.
Yeah.
Hi, PJ. How's it looking?
Hey, look at...
We are wondering, is Facebook still working on its very own smartphone? Well, the public company is trying to keep private, you could say, about going mobile. Also ahead, the 39th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, by the way, are airing on HLN, the date June 23rd at 8 p.m. This Army veteran is pretty lucky. He had a good reason to celebrate on Memorial Day. You know, you can count on Jen Westover to tell you the right time to buy things and get the very lowest price on that. Right now, there are some great deals out there. Jen, tell us about it. President Obama honored Vietnam veterans on Memorial Day. He said it's a wet one out there, especially in the southeast. What will that mean for your traffic? Some Cubs fans and a goat walked over 1,000 miles from Arizona all the way to Chicago to end the Cubs' bad luck. And it seems like it worked, Carla.
Short time. In the short term.
Not in Tim Tebow, I think. That would have raced it.
No.
He's staying in New York.
Let's not get crazy
That's
here.
my solution. Sorry about that. Carlos, thanks. Some 400 swimmers had a taste of what it would have been like to break out of Alcatraz. They took one did. Do you dream of being a singer, TV personality like Carlos, or maybe a big-time pro athlete? Country music star Craig Morgan manages to wear all those hats. We caught up with him in this Road Warriors. 50 24 minutes past the hour. Time for the morning read. Stories that pop out at us from newspapers and online, too. People from an Iraq veteran had a hard time coming home from war and wanted to help others like him. So he is using a group of service dogs to make the journey home a whole lot easier. Here is Dave Japinski with affiliate WEWS in Brecksville, Ohio. Those dogs are helping so much. Our thanks again to Dave Gapinski with affiliate WEWS for that story. A dangerous wildfire burned about 100 acres across Arkansas. Cynthia Nixon has married her longtime girlfriend. The couple got engaged. While you were sleeping, a bizarre 15-hour standoff came to a startling morning end. To you. Hope you enjoyed a long weekend. I'm Susan Hendricks, and today for Robin Meade. Here's what we're covering. And a lot of rain is all that is left of Tropical Depression Beryl this morning, but that doesn't mean it's over. Now, the storm could not stop one couple, though, from exchanging their wedding vows. PJ, you know that's love. Hit northern Italy in the same area where a quake struck about 2 weeks ago. 1 week. Politics, and today Mitt Romney could finally get the delegates he needs to clinch the GOP nomination. It all comes down to me. The fire tearing across Michigan's Upper Peninsula is not slowing down. The Duck Lake fire. You know, the original crypt where Elvis was first laid to rest, it's now up for sale. Never have. It's on my bucket list. First time ever, this 6-year-old is competing at the National Spelling Bee. She's like, no big deal. The effects of Japan's nuclear disaster are creeping closer to U.S. shores. Come on in, the water's fine. That is not what you usually hear about the notoriously frigid Lake Superior. But thanks to the unusually, it has to be about 85, I think, before I jump in. You know, there is good news. If you've been wanting to sell your home, this could be the best time in years to do it. Hi, Jen. Hi. This a photographer says that pop star Justin Bieber roughed him up. He tells authorities they got into some sort of scuffle when he was snapping pictures of Bieber at a mall. Apparently, Justin Bieber and his girlfriend, actress Selena Gomez, left before the cops showed up. Authorities say they now want to hear Bieber's side of the story and talk to any witnesses. No public comment from the Biebs, but he tweeted that he's now focusing on his music. A couple, they say, they have been staying married for more than 65 years because they wear matching outfits every day. This story is new for you in about 30 minutes. The Miami Heat's two biggest stars are preparing for one of the biggest games of their lives by not preparing, you could say. Some tuna exposed to radiation in Japan have been showing up off the coast of California. Senator John McCain had a one-word response for a heckler who interrupted his Memorial Day speech in San Diego. A family is okay after their small plane crashes into the side. 24 minutes past the hour, you know, debris may have fallen off a plane and pelted some cars down. Here's a question to ponder. How much would you pay for toilet paper? Well, HLN money expert Clark Howard says you'll be surprised to find out which brand is tops in price and comfort. PJ Javahari is in. Would you believe that shark sightings are suddenly on the rise? They are. Those are just some of the headlines we're following for you on this Tuesday morning. Welcome back. I'm Susan Hendricks, in for Robin Meade. You know, the rain keeps coming from what is left of Tropical Storm Beryl. George Howell from our sister. A family was stranded for 15 hours in the mountains after surviving a plane crash. It happened during a snowstorm. Snowy weather conditions made things a little difficult. Again, they are safe. President Obama says it is time for America to show Vietnam veterans the respect and gratitude they deserve but didn't always get. Police in Louisiana are looking for a missing college student. They're now focusing on new surveillance video and on the young. Renovators uncovered what could be the oldest neon light in the world.
Not energy efficient either.
77 years, the neon light. PJ is in for Bob Van Dillen. Hi, PJ.
Hey, good morning to you.
Are you looking for a new swimsuit, maybe a computer? You may be in luck. There are some great deals coming your way in June. Also, so many families are devastated after about 40 people were shot in Chicago over the long weekend on Memorial Day, at least 10 of them. Some experts told the Tribune this crime spike may be temporary. They do point out that recently Chicago has seen historically low homicide numbers. Two small planes crashed into each other mid-air, sending one falling to the ground on. Tropical Storm Beryl brought rain, winds, and a bunch of sharks.
I am.
What? They love surfing that much. They're saying, oh, just paddle away from the 7-foot shark. Rescue crews said no one was hurt by the sharks. Scary stuff. Some over-the-counter painkillers may also protect you against skin cancer. What doctors are saying about a possible link between aspirin, ibuprofen, and your skin. That's new for you in the next half hour. That's fascinating. It really is.
Yeah.
You can count on Jen to tell you the right time was price, which is key here. Right now, there's some great deals out there, from everything to bathing suits, right to computers.
Yeah, because sometimes I think, we think so.
Goat, it's adorable. And a group of baseball fans want to break a 100-year-old curse. 46 minutes past the hour, there is a frantic manhunt going on for two murder suspects who sawed their way. Authorities admit they don't know how the men got the hacksaw. You would think it'd be loud, right? A couple has worn matching outfits every day for more than 30
My wife and I.
Hold you up at the airport today. PJ Javahar and a former astronaut will all get the nation's highest civilian honor, the president. Welcome back. Time now for the morning read. Stories that pop out at us from newspapers, also online. People from all around the world. It's a very special Memorial Day for two Vietnam veterans. 42 years ago, Jim Daly saved a man's life, and that man has been waiting all this time to say thank you. Here is Bennett Haberly of Kentucky affiliate WDRB. Such an amazing reunion. Our thanks to Bennett Haberly of Kentucky affiliate WDRB. A deadly explosion at a paper mill was so powerful it shook homes miles away. Breaking news, a second earthquake hits northern Italy, and we are learning that is the question. And HLN money expert Clark Howard says you'll be surprised to find out which brand is tops in price and comfort. An Army veteran had a good reason to celebrate on Memorial Day. He was pretty... So will you spend more time in the airport this morning? Breaking news now, some people who were hit by a quake last week just had another one. This time it struck while they were packed in trains and buses. Also, some tuna. That are some of the headlines we're following for you on this Tuesday morning. Great to see you. I'm Susan Hendricks, in today for Robin Meade. And we start in Louisiana, where police are looking for this girl, a missing college student. They're focusing on new surveillance video and the young woman's bike that was there. Some tuna exposed to radiation in Japan have been showing up off the coast of California. That is from Senator John McCain had a one-word response for a heckler who interrupted his Memorial Day speech in San Diego. Here it is. A family, would you believe, was stranded for 15 hours in the mountains after surviving a plane crash during a snowstorm. There is a frantic manhunt going on for two murder suspects who sawed their way out of jail. This is an argument. Authorities admit they don't know how the men got the hacksaw to begin with. You got to meet this girl for the first time ever. She's 6 years old. She's competing at the National Spelling Bee level. Lori,
The internet is not a bad thing.
I love that girl.
Yeah.
She is so smart. We wish her well in the spelling bee.
Absolutely.
PJ, the long weekend's over, but not the rain in Florida, and now it's heading up to Georgia, Carolinas as well.
Georgia.
Countries are kicking out diplomats from Syria. This comes after a massacre there left more than 100 people dead. Almost half of them were children. The UN says government forces were involved, but Syria's government blames it on terrorists. Several European countries, Canada and Australia, are expelling some or all of the Syrian diplomats. A researcher now, who calls himself Dr. Beach, says he knows where the best beach in the country is located. Also, time now for the morning read. Stories that pop out at us from newspapers, also online. People, I don't think they taste so hot. I don't know. We got to check it out, Jen. A little girl, how about this? Cut off her hair to help her friend out who had cancer. Well, doctors say that Emily is now cancer-free. Great story. I'm loving that story, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can count on Jen Westhoven to tell you the right time to buy things at the lowest price. Right now, Jen, there are some great deals out there. We're talking about everything from computers to bathing suits.
Yeah, thanks, Susan. I mean, we talk a lot about coupons and doing...
If you are a Cubs fan, no doubt you know about the Billy Goat. 45 minutes past the hour, President Obama says it is time for America to show Vietnam veterans the respect and gratitude they deserve but did not always get. Photographer says that pop star Justin Bieber roughed him up, that is. He tells authorities they got into some sort of scuffle when he was snapping pictures of Justin Bieber at a mall. But apparently, Bieber and his girlfriend, actress Selena Gomez, left before the cops got there. Authorities say they want to hear Bieber's side of the story and talk to any witnesses. No public comment from the Biebs, but he tweeted that he's focusing on his music now.
If this ever goes to court, by the way, all his lawyer has to do is say,
A couple has worn matching outfits every day for more than 35 years. A strong earthquake hit this morning where people are still living in tents. Tropical storm Beryl brought rain, winds, and a whole lot of sharks. Sharks, that is a dedicated surfer. Rescue crews said no one was hurt by the sharks. Everywhere you look at Arlington National Cemetery, you find these small, heart-wrenching reminders of troops who have made the ultimate sacrifice. So what happens to these priceless mementos? Here's Chris Van Cleve from affiliate WJLA. Thanks again to WJLA's Chris Van Cleve for that great story. You know, some airlines are now hoping to make your life a little bit easier. What do you